Monday, the 16th of October 2017 by Andrew Harrison. Contributor photos by Press. One of Montreal's finest bands. They've a career best album just out and a UK tour with the war on drugs coming up. I speak to Brad Barr, guitarist, vocalist and eldest of the Barr brothers, at a busy time in his life. After an intense year of recording, final preparations for a long winter UK tour are underway. He's also in the middle of moving house. Every day I'm trying to hang a mirror or put up shelves or something, he laughs. When I ask how he is coping, he replies, frankly, when it gets too cozy, I kind of run out of things to do, so right now it's good. Brad, his brother Andrew and harpist Sarah Paget have been creating a mode of roots rock together for over a decade under the Barr brothers' name. Their new record, Queens of the Breakers, expands their crystalline sound, panoramic vintage Americana with a pristine attention to detail. I'm surprised to hear it comes after some unrest. At the end of the last tour, I think, mostly, Sarah was disillusioned with what the next step would be, Barr says. By the end of the tour there was 6 of us on stage and we just needed to remember what the 3 of us sounded like. The result was a few long stints at a remote cabin in Quebec, improvising and performing together as a trio without distractions. We needed to extract ourselves from our home life if we were going to make any sort of progress, he says of the withdrawal. It was the middle of winter when we first went, so it was a bit desolate, but the winter time can be really productive by virtue of having to stay inside and get to work. With only a few basic song ideas to work with, Barr says the band slowly found their chemistry again. More important to me was to let everybody roll and hear what came back, let our instincts dictate the sound. Like a band therapy retreat. Hunkering down in a wooden cabin to make pure art has become something of a rock cliché, so I'm eager to know if it lives up to the hype. It was really liberating, he confirms. It was a bit slower, a bit more patient. Less of ourselves imposing our will upon it and more letting it take its own shape. The result is a joyous, expansive record with rich helpings of space and atmosphere, something Barr attributes to the location. The room at that cabin had really tall ceilings, big windows. It really played a part in shaping the sound. Structurally too, Breakers feels more organic. A lot of the songs I gravitated to when we were making those trips out there were much simpler in their arrangement, fewer changes, sitting in one place for longer. This is clear straight away as opener defibrillation unfurls across 5.5 gloomy, haunting minutes. Besides the familial element, the Barr brothers' style is most defined by their limitless exploration. They've covered everything from alien music to Appalachian folk, played guitars with lengths of string and taken a violin bow to a bicycle wheel. Sure enough, the tinkering continues on Breakers. Sarah designed a new bass pickup for her harp strings, Barr mentions excitedly. So on You'd Have to Lose Your Mind and Defibrillation you can hear this really beautiful harp bass, much clearer, audible and isolated than on the other records. There's not often an obvious route to take with a harp, so you have to be constantly creative. Elsewhere, mangled violins and tribal drum patterns appear, assisted by a healthy dash of wild, overdriven guitar. We weren't trying to do anything other than enjoy ourselves and feel the music take over, he says. With fresh sounds come fresh emotions too, with many lyrics harkening back to Barr's youth. I don't know if it comes with turning 40 or if it's something that Andrew and I just needed to get out, he wonders. It's true that the record strikes at a personal time. Their upcoming tour with US rock heavyweights The War on Drugs will see both brothers traveling to the UK without their young families. This is the first time he'll be leaving when he actually knows that I'm gone, he says of his 3-year-old son. When he was little he didn't really notice, but now he asks me not to leave. Barr seems unfazed by the heightened stakes. He speaks with the confidence of someone at the end of a cathartic journey, wide-eyed and ready to start another. For the first time I actually don't really care if people approve of this or not, he says. It felt really good to arrive at where we did after searching for a while. I hope people love it, but I'm also personally very satisfied. The Barr brothers tour dates: the 9th of November Glasgow Barrowlands W The War on Drugs, the 10th of November Glasgow Barrowlands W The War on Drugs, the 12th of November Manchester O2 Apollo Manchester W The War on Drugs, the 13th of November Manchester O2 Apollo Manchester W The War on Drugs, the 14th of November London Alexandra Palace W The War on Drugs, the 15th of November Portsmouth Guildhall W The War on Drugs, the 26th of January Manchester Deaf Institute headline show, the 1st of February London Union Chapel headline show. Gigwise is a community of music writers and photographers. Sign up now.